Welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be going through some bits of information from the devs on Lost Colony, and I can officially talk about Winter Wonderland. I know so many of you guys have been wondering, Dom, when are we going to get the news on Winter Wonderland? When is it coming? And it looks like it's actually coming at a different time than I expected, which is interesting, and I think actually it could work better that way. So you guys can let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe. This was the crunch you would have probably seen me go through yesterday. We got the first look, well, not first look, but it was the first kind of in-game look at the Aurora. This is another one, the Aurorilax or Aureliax, something like that. But it looks amazing. But we're gonna get in with the news today. Let's do that. So kicking off straight away with Winter Wonderland. Now there's been a few responses from Dolly, but this is the one I thought I'd pick up because it had the most info in. So this person said, is there going to be a Christmas event? My lady loves taming random color stuff, just wondering. And Dolly responded saying, yes, we'll share Winter Wonderland info in next week's crunch. So funny enough, it looks like this Winter Wonderland is going to be coming a little bit later on, which I guess it's just because they're probably wanting to get the Lost Colony out, and then they're going to release. Normally, like last year, they released Winter Wonderland with Extinction, and I'm wondering whether that causes issues by having an event drop the same time as a DLC. And they've done that so many times in the past. You know, the last few years, the event, a lot of the time the event dropped at the same time as a DLC, but it looks like, so we'll be getting the info Friday the 19th of December, which means I'm guessing Winter Wonderland might go live the week after, which may be Monday the 22nd, Tuesday the 23rd, like a couple of days before Christmas, which is so strange because normally Wildcard, we know that they go on their holiday for 2 weeks on the 19th, so who knows? But anyway, exciting. Maybe they're not going on holiday this year. Don't know. Now, this is an interesting one. So this person said to a response saying Lost Colony drops on the 18th of December at this, and this converted to, on Discord, it converts to your time. For me, it converts to 8 PM. And Dolly was like, lol. And it's 7 AM Dolly's time. And I'm thinking to myself, I know that's where Dolly is, so it might not be 7 AM for the rest of the team. I think it's more like they're like 7 hours behind or something. So, but then what really worries me, I don't know. I've got such a mixed response of people that I speak to. Some people are saying because they've given us a time so early and they don't really ever do that often, and given it's this in advance, they believe it's actually going to be coming. I think it's definitely a good sign that we were told 8 PM, my time. But I would be so shocked if Wildcard managed to drop it at this time. It's happened more recently where they've set times and dates, and it's not with DLCs, but like other stuff where they have actually been on time with it, and sometimes earlier. I know, like Fear Ascended came 30 minutes earlier. So, you never know, but I don't know. We'll see. And if you didn't see in the crunch, we'll quickly read through what's happening with Veilwinds. I'm sure you would have seen, and then Dolly's response to that. So the mutated Veilwind transfers to Lost Colony. So they said we've heard your questions about Veilwind transfers, and we wanted to share some specifics for our official Lost Colony servers. Fully mutated Veilwinds would dominate the early game and flatten progression, so here's how transfers will work. So to keep the beginning of your journey fair and fun, Veilwinds with any mutations will not be transferable. Unmutated Veilwinds will still be allowed. Many of you flagged your concerns about the power creep, and we wanted to clarify this approach keeps the early game fair while still letting you bring your Veilwinds along from day one so they can enjoy the adventure. And Dolly's response, so this person said, Queenie the Glooner. Dolly, the Veilwind change is perfect, thank you. And Dolly said, I think it's the best approach to preserve early gameplay and progression on a new map. It wasn't a change though. We just hadn't shared the specifics like Lost Colony info. And to be honest, I fully back it. I know it's very annoying. I saw a lot of you guys in the LoadedCrysis cluster with some of your mutated Veilwind, some people that had just recently done some, and they're a little bit frustrated now. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're still going to have those on other maps, and they may lift that and change that in the future. If they don't, you know, it gives you that little bit of a grind, I guess, to, like, you know, maybe, and even if you have some favorite Veilwinds, they're not going anywhere. They're still going to be on your other maps. It's just that, you know, you're going to have to grow up some new little babies, some new little Veilwinds, and give them the best life possible on Lost Colony to help you fight those dangers of, well, yeah, there's a lot of scary stuff coming. So for anyone who hasn't experienced a Winter Wonderland yet, I know some of you have, but obviously every single year, you know, every single year, we always have a bunch of new players that come and play ARK Survival Ascended, have never played ARK before, and ARK Winter Wonderland is the Christmas event. So I know a lot of you guys as well on the LoadedCrysis cluster experienced your first Turkey trial recently, and Winter Wonderland is much better than Turkey trial. I never would say Turkey trial would be one of the events that you would want as your first ARK event, because it wouldn't show it off in the best of light. You know, it's fun with the turkeys, but as for actual excitement, content, ARK Winter Wonderland is a very, very special one. It's full of content, it's full of joy, and people get to pimp out their bases. Now, the only thing I'm sad about this being a little bit later, so last year, it actually didn't launch until December 23rd. So that means that it's probably going to be the same this year, isn't it? If it's December 23rd, 2024, I'm guessing it might be the same. Yeah, and I've just thought to myself, actually, so I've thought the whole time ARK Winter Wonderland dropped the same day as Extinction last year, but it didn't. Because Extinction was the 18th as well, the 19th as well, wasn't it, last year? And then December 23rd, oh, maybe, okay, so maybe it's just going to work exactly the same way. Wow, some reason in my head I really thought that happened, but it just means that it's going to take that little bit longer for you guys to enjoy those Christmas trees. Again, I've had so many people say, Dom, in the LoadedCrysis cluster, saying, Dom, please could we have it early? And then sadly, we just don't do it early because the mods need to be updated, and you need to, once they're updated, it's fine to add them. But if they're going to do a patch alongside new changes to the mod, it can cause big issues. It's best to wait for the mod to be fully updated before you apply it to your servers, or it could cause you some longer downtime. So obviously, if it is your first time, you've got Raptor Claws. This is Raptor Claws, by the way. A very OG image of Raptor Claws here, and it flies over the map. He flies over the map at midnight, dropping presents and high quality loot for everyone there. You can get mistletoe and coal that you can trade for skins and stuff. The dino colors for Christmas are really, really exciting, as you can see here. My favorite, you know, cyan, deep pink, you know, really bright colors in the game. I love that on my creatures. It'll probably be ×2 rates. We'll have gacha claws as well. We have the Christmas trees, the gift boxes, the Christmas lights. All that kind of stuff is there and ready for you to enjoy. You usually get the gingerbread person costume, the snowman hat, the winter gloves. We get the happy clap emote, and they might add some new emotes. Who knows? They did do that last year, and considering they're actually going to be giving a whole crunch to Winter Wonderland, I could maybe see them adding new stuff. So yes, guys, this was the last community crunch until the official launch of Lost Colony next week. We are nearly there. We have waited so long and so patiently. We were told November over a year ago, and then it changed to December, and it's felt like quite a long time. I mean, even though the year's gone fast, it is nearly upon us. We are finally going to experience a Rat Prime for the first time in ARK Survival Ascended, and just being a part of the ARK community. And, you know, if you follow the lore, you would have known and heard of a Rat Prime for such a long time, and it's finally our time to visit there. Whatever you're up to this week, whether it's your last week at work, whether you've taken time off to experience Lost Colony this week, let me know in the comment section down below. Where will you be playing? Will you come and join us on the LoadedCrysis cluster? Link to our Discord is down below. Or will you be on single player? Or will you be on official? That's always an interesting thing. Or your own server. whatever you're up to, I hope you have an amazing time. You guys know, as always, I will keep you guys completely up to date with all things Lost Colony throughout the day, so you can be updated on if times change. You guys know I'm always here for that, because we can always expect, even though it's set right now for 8 PM UK time, it could always, something could pop up last minute, and before they press the big button or switch, before they put it live, they might decide, okay, we need to push this back another hour or so. But who knows? That's literally what I keep you guys up to date with on whenever there's a launch, and I've been doing that for years. So you guys know you got me there. Anyway, catch you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching, and see you later.